asparagus, hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. I hope you're having a great day today and a great evening. It's Sunday evening and my wife got lucky at the grocery store and found fillets for $2.65 for two of them. So we're eating steak tonight, filet, a cheap filet. It's actually a pretty good one though. We typically get them at the grocery store there, but they cost a whole lot more. So I don't know what happened, but we got lucky. And I got some asparagus. And if you're new to the channel, no, I'm not a cooking show. I've owned a lawn care company for 18 years, fertilizer weed control, and that's kind of what we do here on my YouTube channel. I like to teach the DIY folks how to use professional grade products instead of store-bought stuff and have a nice yard. As part of that, from time to time, we like to hook some folks up, and we did my neighbor's yard over here and really took it from a really crappy yard into something really, really nice. It looks really good right now in a relatively short period of time. And now we're helping out my neighbor right here in front of us. My daughter and his daughter's kind of best buddies and all that kind of thing. We're real close with them. I went to school with this girl, grew up with them, played ball with her brother, so kind of tight knit. So he doesn't do a lot to his yard, okay? He's one of those guys, he's a minimalist. When I say minimalist, I mean bare minimum. You know, I went over and I told him, hey, I'm gonna seed your yard, and he was asking me what it's gonna cost and all that, and I said, well, nothing. And you know, it's incredibly important as a believer to live out your faith, not just talk the talk. You want to walk the walk, right? And when Jesus changed my life, he changed everything about me. And as part of that, I have a newfound compassion for people, and fortunately, I get to show you some of that ministry, or whatever you want to call it. You call it what you want to. For me, it's me pleasing my King in heaven. And so we're going to love our neighbor just like we love ourselves. And so that's why I want to help these folks out. And while we're on that subject, I want to challenge you. You don't need a YouTube channel to do this. You understand? You don't need a platform. If you're a believer, it is our duty, our job, a commandment to love your neighbor just like you love yourself. It's not an option. So get out there, show some folks a little love in the name of Jesus. Whether you do yard work for them or whether you, whatever. You know what you're supposed to be doing, so get out there and do it. So I've kind of run out of time this week. I was going to go over and walk around the yard, but to finish out the video, but I didn't. I got a whole lot of footage of me actually doing the work, and so I'm going to kind of walk you through while I cook right here. I hope that's okay. The week started off, well, last week ended with, we got the remnants of that hurricane. We got quite a bit of rain. I don't know, I think it ended up being about 2.5 or 3 inches. And we didn't really get the hardcore downpours from it. It was absolutely perfect. Just a slow, steady, soaking rain. But it was a whole lot of it. So along the edges of my driveway, I just aerated and seeded mine early last week, the night before the hurricane come, or Wednesday night, and then the hurricane came Thursday. So I got mine seeded the day before. And I had a little bit along the edges of seed wash out. So I got some footage on that. Check that out. Let me show you how I fixed that. And guess what? Somebody runs in my yard too. So check that out too. Look right here. Somebody pulled off the road into my yard, which ain't a big deal, and rutted it up. So it's super easy. While it's really, really soft, I'm just gonna walk it back down flat. this and that. I got it flattened back out. I'm just gonna put me a little seed on it and be done with it. All right, watch this seed. Look. There it goes.
Cleans that up nice.
Yeah, cleans it out real good, doesn't it?
Should have done that last year.
Yeah, this is gonna make a huge difference.
Choked out. My bagger out.
Yeah, I don't care if you're on YouTube for a little bit, do you?
What?
You don't care if you get video, do you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, because I look so great
You
today.
do. Here, take that rake and try that one. Try that rake right there and see what you think.
What do you want me to do? Just go through
It's
the
the same difference as the other one.
You gotta smile.
Look, you don't have to mash. Just
need to
put
do
it down.
like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Your grass is really thick right there.
Yeah.
Come over here in this thin stuff.
That's what I was raking on the outside. Like that.
There you go. Does that do better than the other one, or do you like the other one?
Yeah, it
That-
does. It gets more space.
Yeah, it covers more area.
But
Yeah.
I mean, how deep you gotta dig? Not
Yeah,
deep.
you ain't digging a hole. You ain't-
So like that.
Yeah, just
like
that.
just
Yeah, that's perfect. That's all you want to do.
Okay.
That spot's done. And honestly, his rake done such a good job right here. I don't really know that you need to go
I
over.
don't need to. He said just the brown spots and the.
Yeah, if you see a spot that's like really bad
There's a
and
couple over there, I think, but looks like maybe one. I don't know.
like this spot right here. See how that's a lot of brown mixed in there?
That.
Yep. And that right there, see how you open it up and
Yeah.
I can see dirt. And that way that grass seed will get down in the dirt and it'll do just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and this right here is where all that dead Dallas grass was at. Huh?
You were killing all that.
Yeah, all this stuff's dead. So you can just rake that a little bit and that'll be good. Cyclone rake. It cleans it pretty good, I'll give it that. I've seen those things on the internet for sale, and I've watched the videos on them, and I think that thing's really cool. I've never seen one in person. Look at that thing go. It's got a big old bag on it too. It ought to be able to hold a lot of material.
Lord have mercy.
I know, that's right. Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Helping you and helping me out tonight, dude. What you want?
Yeah, next time he says you want to work in the yard, you need to tell him heck no.
No, I got some, but that's okay. You remember all the time you said you wanted to put a yard?
That's right. You getting it right now. So you gonna get it now. All right, so basically what we did with my neighbor's yard is we done a standard aeration and overseeding. Took a core plugger and went over the yard pretty good. Remember, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos ago, we tried out the DIY Spray Buddy with some herbicides, and it done an exceptional job. Cleaned up that Lespedeza really, really good. We had some Dallas grass over there where I used a little foam applicator so we could be really precise and hit just that Dallas grass plant. Smoked it off. So as you can imagine, we were left with several bare spots, especially along the edge of the road. So what we did was a standard core aeration and overseeding. And I took my stand-on plugger, my Stinger, and I went over the yard multiple times, especially out by the road where all that bare dirt was. Really ripped it up and tore it up, exposing a lot of soil. The trick with grass seed is you want seed to soil contact. You want as much of that grass seed covered in soil as you possibly can. So by using that core aerator and really ripping that area up, I achieved that. Grass seed we went with was the GCI Cool Blue. It's a mixture of turf type tall fescue with 15% Kentucky bluegrass. I seeded it around 6 pounds per thousand. In the bare spots, I went about 8 to 10 pounds per thousand. I also done his backyard while I was here, and he has a small dog, and we were thinking the reason we went with Cool Blue versus turf type is we were thinking maybe that spreading capability of the bluegrass would help repair some of the damage the dog does. Now, here's your disclaimer. If your dog goes out and digs holes in the yard, it's not going to repair, okay? It's not that type of a repairing turf. But little spots here and there, the bluegrass will spread a little bit and help to keep the yard thick. Once I got my grass seed down, I went out and put a little fertilizer on it, some starter fertilizer. I used the Higher Bricks Higher Start, was what I used on his yard, the front and the back. Once I got everything done, I went back around with my little garden weasel, and in all the bare dirt areas, I really weaseled that seed in and really worked it down into the ground really well. Once I had all that done, I blew everything off, got it good and cleaned up, and then it's all over. But the crying in, it's on him now. He has to water it and that kind of thing, and keep up with the mowing and all that. Now, we are going to be doing some treatments on his yard, his front yard, mainly because I want to help him out a little bit through this season. We're going to do his pre-emergent for him and all that. We're going to do a winterizer fertilizer application, which is a follow-up to the one we did with the seeding. And yeah, we'll definitely show all that and tell you what we use and all that kind of thing. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and tell all your buddies. And it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to tell you what, that asparagus right there is looking on time. Cannot wait to chomp down on those bad boys. Here's your little cooking secret, which some of you might know it. Kerrygold butter. I'm going to tell you what, ain't nothing like it in the world. When we cook, we pretty much put on everything we cook just a little bit. It don't take much. And man, I'm telling you, it just makes the flavor of food go wow. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Here we go. Look at that. That ain't bad for a $2.65 steak. Listen to this. This right here is my favorite part of the whole thing. Listen. Oh. Got some friends coming over tonight, so I'm going to cook theirs for them too. And I don't know what they got on theirs. Anyway, appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this, and I'll check you later.